Bombshell. Cowboys could lose Zack Martin to the Chiefs. Is the legend leaving? The Dallas Cowboys are on the verge of a decision that could change the course of the franchise and put fans on high alert. One of the most iconic names in the team's recent history, a true pillar of the offensive line, Zack Martin, could be saying goodbye to Dallas for the first time in his professional career. But what is really going on behind the scenes? Will the Cowboys allow a future Hall of Famer to leave without resistance? And if that happens, will the Kansas City Chiefs be ready to deliver the final blow and secure another major reinforcement for their dynasty? Before we get into the details of this possible negotiation and the consequences it could have for the future of the Cowboys and the Chiefs, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Your participation is essential for us to continue bringing you detailed analysis of the NFL's behind-the-scenes events and the moves that could change the fate of the franchises. Now let's get straight to the point. Free agency is fast approaching, and with it come the big decisions that could make or break teams next season. Among the big names on the market, few have a legacy as solid as Zack Martin. A first-round pick in the 2014 NFL Draft, the Cowboys guard quickly became one of the most dominant forces at his position, racking up 9 Pro Bowl appearances and 7 first-team All-Pro nominations. His presence on the offensive line protected quarterbacks, opened up space for running backs, and cemented Dallas as one of the most physical teams in the NFL. But now, for the first time, Martin's future looks uncertain. With a history of injuries hampering his performance last season, the veteran played in just 10 games as he dealt with lingering right ankle issues. Still, his numbers show that he remains an elite player, posting a 93.7% pass blocking, a win rate, the 15th best mark among all guards in the league. If the Dallas Cowboys want to remain competitive, they need to keep a player of that caliber on their roster. But there's one problem: the market is watching him, and one of the teams interested is the defending Super Bowl champion. Can the Kansas City Chiefs pinch Zack Martin off the Cowboys? The Kansas City Chiefs, who have dominated the NFL in recent years with 3 consecutive Super Bowl appearances, may be looking for a replacement for their current starting guard, Trey Smith. According to ESPN analyst Matt Bowen, if the Chiefs lose Smith to a multi-million-dollar contract in free agency, the most logical and viable option to keep the offensive line strong would be Zack Martin. Last season, Martin played in 10 games due to a right ankle injury, but his pass-blocking win rate of 93.7% ranked 15th among guards, Bowen noted. He can help keep the Chiefs' interior line strong, which will be essential to protecting Patrick Mahomes next season. The Chiefs' financial situation, however, is not the most comfortable. The team currently has less than $8 million in salary cap space, which means that keeping Trey Smith could be a major challenge. Smith, considered the best player ready to test free agency, could easily receive offers above $20 million per year. This would make it virtually impossible for the Chiefs to match any offer, as they already have high investments in Joe Thuney and Creed Humphrey, 2 of the team's best offensive linemen. It is in this scenario that Zack Martin emerges as a more affordable solution for Kansas City. Although he will still sign a valuable contract, his numbers will hardly reach the same level as Smith's, which would make his signing a viable alternative. To maintain Mahomes' protection without financially compromising the rest of the roster, will Dallas let Zack Martin go? Now comes the big question: will the Cowboys allow one of their greatest players of the last decade to leave without a fight? Dallas has always been a team that values the strength of its offensive line, and losing Martin could have a significant impact on Dak Prescott's protection and the efficiency of the running game. Plus, a player with his experience and skill brings more than just technique on the field. He's an essential piece in the locker room, helping to maintain the franchise's standard of excellence. If the Cowboys choose to let him go, they'll need to find a worthy replacement, which won't be easy in a market where elite guards are increasingly valued. Dallas front office will need to act quickly, because if Trey Smith does sign a big contract elsewhere, the Chiefs could make an aggressive move to secure him.